So welcome back to the channel, guys. How has it been? So today on the channel I'm going to show you how I use some of the corn that I planted in my farm. If you have been on this side, I love to grow things, and I also love to consume what I grow. So of course the first thing to do is to preserve the corn for as long as possible. So first of all, we should remove the leaves, the back of the corn. Then we'll shuck it and then dry it so that it will store for longer. So once the drying is done, you can go ahead to consume it as you deem fit. So today I'm going to make PaP or cornstarch pudding. So this is a breakfast staple in my country. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how it is made. So right now I'm going to soak the corn in water. So if you bought yours from the open market, you want to go ahead and remove stones, sand and leaves and sticks from the corn. You want to make sure you put enough water to submerge all the corn, making sure that the corn is totally covered with water. So the corn will be soaked for a total of 3 days, but every morning you want to make sure you go in and wash it, drain out the water and put in fresh water. So this is me washing the corn. So next we are going to take the corn to the grinding mill to grind it. So this is what it looks like after grinding. You can see it's in a paste, form of a paste. So the next thing, we're going to sieve it to remove the chaff. So you can see my setup for the sieving. I have my sieve, which I will tie as tight as possible around this bucket. You can do yours however you want. There are some handheld sieves, but this is the one I have. So I'm going to set it up as you can see me doing. And then I'll begin to sieve the corn. And you want to make sure you use potable water, that is drinkable water. Don't say maybe because you're going to cook it, you use any water anyhow. No, you use drinkable water to save your corn so that it is very, very pure and clean. So this is the chaff from the corn. As you know, in this space we don't waste anything. So this will also be used for animal feed, for your chicken, livestock, mostly pigs. So right here I'm through sieving, and this is the amount of suspension I got. So I'm just going to, I've allowed it to settle for about 2 hours. I'm going to sieve off the excess, drain off the excess water. So after draining off the excess water, this is what I have left. So it has settled to the bottom, and some have even caked onto the bucket. So I'm just going to go in with my hands and mix everything up so I'll be able to pour it into a sack. I'm going to dislodge all the ones that have caked at the bottom. So now this is my sack. I'm going to go ahead and pour the suspension inside. Of course, you can use a brand new pillowcase as your sack, as far as it's porous enough. So when you pour it, you tie it and then place it in a place where it can drain fast. So some people like to place their own on the ground and put a slab on top, but I don't really like that. So this is how I do mine. I just put a bowl inside a bucket, a big bucket, then I'll place it on top and it will drain very, very fast. So this is the bowl, and put it in the bucket now. Now put it on top of the bowl and cover it, so it will drain in about an hour. So right here, as you can see, it has finished draining. So what you want to do in order to keep it as fresh as possible without a refrigerator, remove the sack, squeeze it tight, tie it very well, then pour water inside the bucket, enough water to cover the sack, then put the sack inside, as you can see. So every morning you want to go in, as I'm doing now, to wash it and change the water. That way you keep your PaP fresh every day without the use of a refrigerator. So you can see, you squeeze it dry, remove it and change the water. You do this every morning as you are consuming your PaP, so it remains fresh without a refrigerator. So some people prefer to put this in the freezer, but I prefer to go the way of our forefathers, so is it foremothers. So this is the way I do it. So I'm going to go right ahead and show you how to prepare it for breakfast. So this is me removing the quantity that I need from the sack into my cup or plate or whatever it is you're using to prepare it. So you want to go and add a bit of water to dissolve the corn starch. So you add a bit of water, you dissolve it to be to have a very, very light consistency. So this is the consistency we want to go for this, but it is quite light. So I already have my kettle boiling on the stove. I'm going to go right ahead and pour the boiling water. Remember, boiling water into the suspension. So this is me carrying my boiling water and I'm going to pour. So this is the results, guys. This is how it will look. It looks just like ice cream. So you can go ahead and enjoy it however you want, with sugar, milk, groundnuts, whatever it is that you, soya bean powder, whatever it is that you enjoy your pap with. So this is homemade pap.